Good morning, my dear students. Now we come to the another problem. The joint PDF of two random variables x and y is given by f of x y is equal to 24x into 1 minus y, where 0 less than x less than y less than 1 and equal to 0 otherwise. Here we have to obtain the marginal PDFs of x and y. The marginal PDF of x is given by f1x. From the joint density function, it is given as integral over the range of variation of y f of x comma y dy. Here the range of variation of y is given as x to 1, that is integral x to 1 24x into 1 minus y dy, which is equal to 24x y minus y square by 2 in over the range x to 1. On simplification, we will have the final result 12x into x square minus 2x plus 1. The range of variation of x here is 0 less than x less than 1. Similarly, the range of marginal density function of y is given as f2y, which is equal to the range of variation of x into f of x comma y dx. Here the range of variation of x is given as 0 to y, that is integral over 0 to y 24x into 1 minus y dx. On integrating with respect to x, we have 24x x square divided by 2 in the range of variation of x is 0 to y into 1 minus y. On simplification, we have 12y square into 1 minus y, where the range of variation of y is 0 less than y less than 1. I conclude, when we have to obtain the marginal density functions from the joint PDF, we have to either integrate in the case of continuous distribution or sum in the case of discrete distribution. For the random variable of x or marginal density function of x is given as f1x is equal to summation over y f of x comma y, and the marginal density function of y is summation over x f of x comma y. In the case of continuous distribution, it is f1x is equal to integrating with respect to the range of variation of y, the joint density function into dy. Similarly, the marginal density function of y is f2y, which is equal to integral over range of variation of x f of x comma y dx. Let us come to the next problem. The problem is, let the joint probability distribution of x comma y be xy ranging from 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, 2 2, 3 1, 3 3, and its corresponding joint probabilities are 1 by 10, 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 20, 1 by 10 and 1 by 20. And we have to check whether the given probabilities are, variables are independently distributed. And second question is, compute probability of x less than or equal to 2 given y greater than or equal to 2. By these probabilities, we can make a joint probability table in this way, that is x values on the first row 1 2 3 and the corresponding y values in the first column 1 2 3. The corresponding probabilities corresponding to 1 1 is put here 1 by 10, and corresponding to 1 2 is 1 by 5, and corresponding to 1 3 there is no probability, and which is equal to 0, and so on. The column totals will give column totals will give the corresponding marginal probabilities of x, and the corresponding row totals will give the marginal probabilities of y. And by looking into this table, we have to check whether the given random variables are independently distributed. The table of joint probabilities for x and y contains any zero entry itself. We can conclude that the given probabilities are not independently distributed, or it is dependent variables. Also here we have f11 is into f21 is f11 is 12 by 20, and f21 is 6 by 20, which is not equal to 1 by 10, that is joint probability corresponding to the 1/1th position of x and y. Then we can conclude that for this given distribution, probability distribution, x and y are not independently distributed. Coming to the second question, we have to find out the probability of x less than or equal to 2 given y greater than or equal to 2. And by conditional probability we know that probability of x less than or equal to some value a given y less greater than or equal to some value b, then this is equal to probability of joint probability of x less than or equal to a comma y greater than or equal to b divided by probability of y greater than or equal to b. Using this result, here we have probability of x less than or equal to 2 given y greater than or equal to 2 is equal to probability of x less than or equal to 2 comma y greater than or equal to 2 divided by probability of y greater than or equal to 2. And here we have x is ranging from 1 to 3 and it is given that x is less than or equal to 2. That means x takes only two values 1 and 2. And correspondingly y also is ranging from 1 to 3, but here it is given that y is greater than or equal to 2, and that means here the y takes the value 2 and 3. Then we have the joint probabilities corresponding to this one is probability of x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 plus probability of x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3 plus probability of x is equal to 2, y is equal to 2 and probability of x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3 whole divided by probability of y is equal to 2 plus probability of y is equal to 3. Here the numerator we have joint probabilities and in the denominator we have marginal probabilities. Probability of y is equal to 2 means the marginal density function of y when y takes the value 2, and the probability of y is equal to 3 means the marginal density function of y when y takes the particular value 3. Then from this joint probability table we have the corresponding probabilities. On applying these probabilities we have the final result 7/8. Now we come to next problem, the joint probability density function problem. If we have x and y have joint PDF f of x y is equal to x plus y, where x is ranging from 0 to 1 and y is also ranging from 0 to 1, and we have to obtain the probability of p of 0 less than x less than 1/2 and 1/2 less than y less than 1. By using the probability properties or the joint PDF properties, probability of 0 less than x less than 1/2 comma 1/2 less than y less than 1, which is equal to integral 0 to 1/2 integral 1 to 1 f of x comma y dx dy. Either we have to integrate first with respect to x or with respect to y. Then here first we have to integrate with respect to y, then we have integral 0 to 1/2 into integral 1 to 1 x plus y dy dx. Integrating with respect to y we have 0 to 1/2 integral x plus y xy plus y square by 2 over the range 1 to 1/2 to 1 dx. On substituting the limits we have integral 0 to 1/2 x by 2 plus 3/8 into dx. Now again integrating this function with respect to x we have x square by 4 plus 3/8 x in the limits 0 to 1/2. On applying limits we have the final result 1/4. Now we have the joint distribution function. Before entering into joint distribution function, we can revise the probability distribution function in the case of univariate distribution. We have x, a random variable, either which is discrete or continuous. Then the distribution function of this random variable x is given as f of x is capital F of x is equal to probability of the random variable x which is less than or equal to a particular value, that is small x. When this is equal to summation over x over minus infinity to x f of x when x is discrete, and which is equal to integral minus infinity to x f of x dx when x is continuous. And corresponding to this random variable, the distribution function have the following properties: f of minus infinity is equal to 0 and f of infinity is equal to 1, and it is lies between 0 to 1, and when the x is differentiable, the function is differentiable, then the density function of x is equal to the first derivative of the distribution function. Also we have the properties: it is right continuous, it is non-negative, and so on. Now coming into the bivariate distribution, we have a pair of random variables x and y. Corresponding to this pair of random variables, we have to define the joint probability distribution function, and it is denoted by capital F of x comma y, and it is defined as f of x comma y is equal to probability of random variable x which is less than or equal to small x comma y less than or equal to small y, where this y is random variable y, and which is equal to summation over minus infinity to x and summation minus infinity to y, the joint density function f of x comma y, when x and y are discrete random variables. When the x and y are continuous random variables, this function is equal to integral minus infinity to x, integral minus infinity to y, f of x comma y dx dy. Corresponding to this function, we have some properties as in the case of univariate distribution. F of minus infinity is equal to 0, and f of infinity is equal to 1, and third one 0 less than or equal to the distribution function f of x comma y is equal to 1, less than or equal to 1, and next one f of minus infinity, that means the range of variation of x is starting from minus infinity, and which is y, the corresponding random variable of y, which is equal to 0. Similarly, f of x comma minus infinity is also 0. And we have the next property f of x comma infinity, which is equal to f of x, that is nothing but the distribution function of x, and f of infinity comma y, which is equal to f of y, which is the distribution function of y. Also we have the next property, when the distribution function is differentiable, we have the joint density we can obtain the joint density function from the distribution function by differentiating with respect to x and with respect to y, that is f of xy is equal to dou square f of x comma y divided by dou x into dou y. And when the random variables x and y are independently distributed, the distribution function of random variables x and y can be written as the product of marginal distribution functions of x and y, that is f of x comma y is equal to f of x into f of y. And the last property is, if we have the real numbers such as a1 b1 a2 b2, and it is like that probability of a1 less than x less than b1 comma a2 less than y less than or equal to b2, which is equal to the distribution function of b1 b2 plus distribution function of f of a1 a2 minus f of a1 b2 minus f of b1 a2.